Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Prince Mike Johnson Show right here on the CNN Africa Business Startup. CNN, Prince Mike Johnson Show right here on the CNN African Business Startup. Hi, mag ik iets vragen? So I'm doing my movie about Africa democracy and diplomacy right here. Hi, how is it? Right here on the CNN African Business Startup. This is the best thing I've done with my life, this movie, to talk about Africa and how we can have democracy and diplomacy, rule of law, rule of engagement, peace and joy, peace and love. Aye. So there must be peace in Nigeria. 2018, we are fighting on the streets of Nigeria as bandits and killing each other on the street. That should not be happening. That's why I'm here now, to do a movie, a film on peace in Africa and peace in Nigeria, peace in all over the world. 2018 in Nigeria, 23rd, 24th of April 2018, government went into a church, a Catholic church in Benue State, Makurdi, and killed 17 people, including 2 Catholic priests. In January 2018, it's like a movie. They killed 30 people, bomb, suicide bombing in Borno State, in Nigeria. That should not be happening. Suicide bombers should not be in Nigeria. Bandits, killers, and mercenaries should not be in Nigeria. People have been killed on the streets when there's supposed to be neighborhood watch and civil defense all over the country. The governor of Borno State must create the Borno State Civil Defense Corps and the Borno State Neighborhood Watch. Just like what it is in Lagos, just like the governor of Lagos State did. Ambode in Lagos State, make sure there's peace and joy. Hi, all is good? So we're supposed to build our nation. There should not be killing on the street. That's where the country is completely humiliated and the political system completely destroyed. Our political system must be effective, where there will be peace in the nation to build up a political dimension. We didn't build the country. We are doing corruption. We didn't give our people food to eat. We are killing. It's a shame that we cannot be able to build our nation. Nigeria is a great country with 200 million people. Those 200 million people need and have to deserve to have a great life. A life they can depend on. The Minister of Defense in Nigeria is supposed to form the Nigerian Marine. Marine! You have the Marine in England, in America, in Holland. Marine, Special Force, Neighborhood Watch, Civil Defense Corps, with police, with the civil defense and the Neighborhood Watch. It's serious. We're supposed to protect our nation. Because government cannot be killing people in Nigeria. Those are people's family. People, uncle, father, mother, family members killed for nothing when they're supposed to be alive. The government must protect the people. The government must protect the people's life. That's why I'm doing this movie now. Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson as the Emperor of Africa. We need an Emperor of Africa. We need an Attorney General. We need an Archbishop. I'm in Den Haag now, The Hague. We are from the Africa International Criminal Court in Den Haag. You know? Because you have the International Criminal Court in Den Haag. I went to the International Criminal Court and I formed the African International Criminal Court. The white man said it's good. What are we doing? We need to have a jurisdiction that will make sure there's peace in Africa and jurisdiction.
Good evening.
Yeah, it comes on, Straks. Yeah, we are committing the crime. We don't know that jurisdiction is existing again. Crime felony jurisdiction. That jurisdiction will be felony now will become crime. Crime will be jurisdiction. Jurisdiction will be indictment. Because this way we are indicting our nation. Instead of us to put our country in an effective political situation. Yes, we can do it. Not yes I can, but yes we can. There must be peace in Sudan, in Darfur. Very soon I will be in Darfur, where I formed the African International Criminal Court and African Development Plan. The new African order, that's what I'm talking about now. We need order in our nation. We need an African order. You have the European order with the EU. You have the American order. You have a European order with the EU. Because we don't need the white man to help us keep peace in Nigeria. We don't need the white man to help us keep peace in Mali or anywhere in Africa. When we have the white people fighting, they call us to help. They call us to help. Then why are we fighting and calling the white man to help? When there's supposed to be peace. We must make sure there's peace in our nation. We have totally no right to be fighting and causing dissolution in the country. Everybody become thieves and rogues. It's not allowed. We cannot give our people food to eat. We cannot give our people water to drink. We are fighting, killing on the streets. 2018, bandits killing people on the streets of Nigeria. There's nowhere in the world that kind of thing is happening. In Europe, they will kill the bandits. In Holland, in England, the bandits will be killed. In America, those bandits will be killed. AK-47 is not allowed. No civilian have the right to hold that kind of weapon. There must be gun control. Inspector General of Police. You are the Inspector General of Police. You cannot make sure there's gun control. Where police helicopter will be on the air 24/7. Air Force, Navy, that is war. Crime against humanity that is going on in Nigeria. It's a war now. With bandits killing people every day. Every day, people are killed. We're supposed to know in Nigeria that this is a war now. War against terrorism. Where the terrorists and group of terrorists will be killed if found. President Barack Obama was there. We didn't call him to help. We are doing terrorism. We didn't respect Obama. We didn't respect what he can do for us and what he can mean to us. We were doing terrorism. We didn't respect him. We cannot call Obama now. Obama will tell us to get out. We should get out. We have no respect. He was the president of the United States. We didn't call him to help us. We are fighting. We are doing corruption. We cannot give our people food to eat or water to drink. Obama would have beat Ogoni now and tell the Chevron. Obama would have beat Ogoni then. Obama would have told the Chevron director and the Shell director and Halliburton to go straight to Ogoni now and make sure that city is like Miami, where we come to see. Why we don't respect Obama now? He would have come to see that Ogoni looking like Miami, where every part of Nigeria will be built up. Taxation, we have a great nation. Every part of Africa is a blockchain. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. What's wrong with us? Hi, Ali. Africa have the largest blockchain, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in human history. Hi, Ali. Oh, you're going to meet your mother. Ali, come. Ali, come. Your mother. It's okay, sister. Don't beat it. It's a kid. It's okay. No. It's okay. Africa have the largest Bitcoin and blockchain. What are we doing? I'm in Holland now, in England, in America. The white man is not holding our hand. Why are we scared to build our nation? We should not be. Yes, we can. We can do it. That's so much respect I have for President Barack Obama now. Yes, we can. We. Not yes, I can. Or yes, you can. Yes, we can. We can do it now if we work together with peace. Not with corruption. We must build our nation. We are scared to build our nation. It's a shame. We are fighting to kill, fighting as an excuse of weakness to destroy our country with corruption. When Africa is the largest blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. You are the Minister of Finance. You cannot make sure the acquisition finance of our country is on effective blockchain and Bitcoin on cryptocurrency. It's serious. That's what China did. China became global power. When the yen of China have no value, Russia became global power with weapon. They have uranium in Africa, in Nigeria. With uranium, we can produce Airbus, Boeing. Nigeria Airways cannot come to Holland. Ghana Airways cannot come to Holland. All the African airlines cannot come to Netherlands or to England. It's a shame. When we have uranium to produce the best airline, what are we doing in Africa? Right here, I opened the Prince Mike Johnson Asset and Wealth Management. Prince Mike Johnson Uranium Solution. Uranium has given us consolidated solution. Uranium solution, cobalt. You have cobalt in Congo. Cobalt is a chemical to produce every type of electronics. Africa is the greatest place in the world. What are we doing now? With a thief, we don't give our people food to eat or water to drink. So we're not going to know against a peace. We're going to play. We are doing the corruption. When Africa is supposed to be the greatest place in human history, Africa is supposed to be the greatest place in human history and human purpose. What are we doing? Here, from the African naval seals. In America, you have the Navy SEAL. In Europe, you have the NATO. It's serious. Where the Navy SEAL or the NATO will make sure that that terrorist or the group of terrorists completely whacked and killed. Because not terrorism we'll be doing now. Or kidnapping. We should not be doing that. With that terrorism and the kidnapping, the foreign investor is out of our nation. We should not be doing that. We have no right to drive out foreign investment in our nation. Investment that would have given us GDP and gross domestic product and gross national product. We have natural resources in Nigeria, more than 2,000 natural resources that will make up 2,000 potential fabrics. There's supposed to be more than two. Nobody is supposed to be unemployed in Nigeria. More than 100 million people have no job in Nigeria. More than 20 million people have no job in South Africa. We should not be doing that. There must be peace in South Africa. There should not be xenophobic fights. 20th of April 2018, a Nigerian was burned to death in South Africa. Shut up, the South Africa. I said, shut up. You have no right to burn a Nigerian to death. They burned the Nigerian man to death. Police were looking in South Africa like hopeless crooks. 2016, there was a deal, signed, arrangement deal, that every Nigerian in South Africa must, who have resident permit must be protected. Why do we allow the South Africans to be killing Nigerians on the streets? Police were looking, 2018, on the 20th or 21st. That should not happen. That is a man with a daughter and a son, a Nigerian man married to a South African woman. And the Nigerian people in South Africa must not be committing crime. You went to South Africa to be stealing, committing armed robbery, kidnapping, wash, money laundering. As we are washing the money into crime now, you see the whole loss of life, there must be peace. Because the South Africans have no right to kill nobody on the street. Mandela has already paid the price on freedom in South Africa. Because we will not know how strong or how effective it is until the manifestations come. Education is the greatest key to human development. What are we doing? We didn't GCSE before JAMB, where advanced level will start from class 3. Minister of Education, what are you doing? In America, you have Harvard University, Yale, Cambridge, and Oxford. Relearning with great good brain work, intelligence, IQ. You see the whole name in education. Re-education. I was in Harvard and Yale University. I said, wow, this is great. In America now, we cannot give our people tram like this. Another tram like this, we cannot give our people. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to give our people life again. We're going to do corruption. We're going to kill each other for street. We are not killers now. What do we do for Africa now? That's what we're going to kill. We're not over fear. Thou shalt not kill. That's what God said. We cannot be killing. We are not killers. President Barack Obama is one of the best leaders Africa we ever had. He was the president of the United States. What are we doing? We would have called Obama to help. Pollution is not supposed to be there. Share have no right to pollute any land in Nigeria. In Delta State, completely polluted by oil. In Ghana, in Angola, pollution is not allowed. In Europe, I didn't see any pollution. In Europe, I didn't see any uncompleted building. I'm in Holland now. Simple buildings like this, we cannot give our people. It's a shame. When the House of Representatives and the House of Senate supposed to make sure that everybody is living a great life. Senators creating jobs, including governors. Governor cannot create jobs. Senator cannot create jobs. Governor cannot make natural resources a potential fabric, including senators. Workers are not paying taxes, including company tax. Workers' income tax, workers' company tax, land use taxes, land use decrease, acquisition taxes. More than 2,000 taxes that civilians and companies will be paying. What are we doing? Right down blockchain and Bitcoin. That's why our acquisition will not creep into the currency of our blockchain natural resources management. Then our country will not become global power on innovation and modification of product merchandising. What are we doing? Our country Africa is the blockchain of the world. You see the name, blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. It's serious. We do corruption, the thief. We're not going to bring the nation again. That's how we go the thief. We're not going to know against a peace. We're going to plan a nation. We must build our country and make sure that we tell the white people to get out. If the white man wants to stay in Africa, they build with us. Embassy, High Commission, and multinational companies. They must build up. I saw multinational companies build up America. America is made up of multinational companies. Right there on the Time magazine and Forbes magazines. We refuse to give our graduates the chance to build a nation. When the graduates are disciplined, highly educated, with courses on the university discipline to build a nation. I saw Europeans building Europe, and the Americans building the United States. We must build our country up and make sure that the people have power we go build the nation now. We're not going to build the country again. What are we saying now? We must build our country up. That's why I'm playing the role of the Emperor of Africa now. Where are we going to Libya and make sure those militias are killed? As the Emperor of Africa, Archbishop of Africa, you have the Archbishop of Canterbury. You have the Archbishop of Canterbury in London, Archbishop Justin Welby. You have Pope Francis, the Pope of the Catholic Church. What are we doing in Africa? Commonwealth should not be there. We should not accept Commonwealth. Commonwealth, we are not having the same words now with England or the United States. Then what are we doing? The white man is no moral obligation to hold us to any Commonwealth. Because our words is not common with the people of London now. And they did not respect us to help us to build. The president of Africa is supposed to pull out of the Commonwealth and tell the white man to get out and we build our nation. Even the white people go say it's good. Because we are not holding them into any Commonwealth. Then why are they holding us in the Commonwealth? Why colonization is prohibited in the first place? Nigerians in London, in England, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, our people should not be committing crime in Europe. You cannot be seeing 400 Nigerians in jail in London. Boris Johnson, the Minister of External Affairs 2018 now, they want to send us Nigerians back with Ghana. Yeah, hi. Understood? Well done. Because you will not see white people in jails in Africa. Yes or no? No. Then what are we doing in Europe, in Holland and in England now? And some go to thief. We're not going to build our nation again. Our people go there for inside cell. Like silly, primitive scumbags. That's why our people go come there for sale. I'm sorry for my language. Every natural resource is a potential fabric. Agricultural products are all potential fabrics. To maize, to millet, all is export products. One of the exports of Mexico and Venezuela is mango and pineapple. Yeah, sorry.
Something to drink, maybe?
Yeah, Strax.
Something to drink?
Yeah, Strax. Later.
Sorry?
Strax.
Later.
Yeah, I'm doing my movie.
Okay.
Can you say hello? Can you say hello to the movie? Come now, come close. So we need to build our nation. Yeah. Okay. Well done, huh? We're supposed to build our country. We didn't build the Africa up. Just look at me in Europe, a big man of my type. Still in Holland, in England, when I'm supposed to be in Africa with my wife and children. I will go to my country now, they have no work to give me, they have no social benefit to even give me. They don't even care to know if I'm existing. It's highly irresponsible from our leaders. We cannot be doing that. When we're supposed to give our people life. In Europe, they give their people life. Social benefits. Everything about their life is right there on insurance. I'm feeding the nation. We are feeding Europe, feeding America. What are we doing? We need to feed our people and make sure our people have food to eat and water to drink. We didn't feed the nation. We didn't give the people life. We didn't give the people hope. We have no right to be doing that. This is the premiere of my movie, premiere of this movie now, right here in Holland. I'm doing my premiere of the Emperor of Africa, Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson, the Archbishop of Africa, the Archbishop of Africa, Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson, the Emperor of Africa, Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson, and the Attorney General of Africa, Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson. What are we doing? You have King of Holland, King William of Holland. You have King Mohammed of Morocco, King of Malaysia, King of Singapore, Duke of Edinburgh of London. What are we doing? Prime Minister, not president. Oh. You need Prime Minister and President. You need Mayor. In the States, you need Governor and Mayor. The name village will be changed to county. White man cannot build Africa for us. Oh. Because we're supposed to know that the white man cannot build Africa for us. What are we doing now? The white man cannot protect and build Africa for us. We need to build Africa by ourselves with our own plan and our own imagination, our own consolidation and our own strength. Then we'll put that whole quality together and make sure Africa is built up. We should not leave Africa for the white man to build. Because we must build it with our own design. Yes, we can. We can do it. Yes, we can. There must be wall between Nigeria and Niger. You want to laugh, Minister of Defense? You want to laugh, Minister of Internal Affairs? There must be wall between Nigeria and Niger. Wall between Nigeria and Chad. So that people will not be going out freely. In Europe, you have wall between America and Mexico. Between Germany and Holland. Germany and Belgium. Holland and Belgium. Hungary and Bulgaria. They have boundaries. In Europe, toll gates. They must check you in. We are just doing what we like in Africa. There's supposed to be wall. And Borno State built up in Maiduguri like Sacramento in California with serious work and budget effective. Where Nigerian military is supposed to be more than 10 million. There are 10 million soldiers in China. There are 5 million. There are 1.5 billion people in China. 5 million soldiers in America. What are we doing in Nigeria, in Ghana, and in South Africa? Millions of soldiers and marine to make sure there is peace and joy. Because we didn't build our country now. We didn't even give our people food to eat or water to drink. We didn't give our future generation any type and kind of hope when they're supposed to depend on us and to live life. What are we doing now? Because we must build our nation. If we don't build the country will be dead. If we don't build the country will not have future. If we don't build the country, our people will not have future. Is that how we are going to relegate our country completely into misunderstanding and underdevelopment? When the white man is no moral obligation to call us underdeveloped. We must develop our nation. And the white man will not agree that they are underdeveloped. The white man will not follow us for back. The leading nation lead. America is a leading nation. Russia is a leading nation. China is, they are leading. They want to lead. They don't want to follow us for back. We are supposed to be leaders of a nation. With the Minister of Modification, Minister of Innovation, Minister of Taxes, Minister of State Security, Minister of National Security. Different, more than 50 ministers we're supposed to have. Oh. It's serious. The best modification of political discipline we're supposed to bring in. Africa has 54 countries. With 54 countries, Africa will be great. That's why I want to help all the presidents of Africa becoming global power now, and all the islands becoming nation. We have Alicante Island. We have more than 54 islands in Africa, filled with natural resources, gold and diamond. We have totally no respect or value for anything. That is the problem. When our business destination is supposed to be qualitative and advancement. Because we're supposed to advance our nation. We didn't advance the nation. We didn't make sure the nation is qualified. We didn't make sure the nation is qualitatively built with discipline. We didn't make sure that our country have all it takes to give us future and our future generation a future. We didn't give our country foundation. We didn't give our country basic basic stand to make sure we have a foundation. We're supposed to have a stand. We are intelligent and a qualitative combination would be on the building of a nation. Now some go the thief, they do corruption, we're not going to build the nation again. We have no right to be doing that now. We need to build our country up with power and resilience. That's what I saw them doing in Europe. Daily, they build their nation, keep their mouth shut, they build their country. Here I formed the African International Criminal Court, African Fishery, African Farming, African Development Plan, African Oceanic Bank. What? Hi. Alles gut? Mag ik jullie uitnodigen voor de kerk? Kerk, ik ben pastoor. Van ja. Good? Yeah, okay. So we're supposed to build our nation. We need to build our country. We need to build our nation. If I don't know what to say again, we owe our people the obligation to give them a great life, obligation to make sure they have a great life. That war in Rwanda should not happen again. I'm holding an anchorage now to make sure there's peace in Libya and all the leaders of Libya are indicted. Because the South African people cannot be killing people on the streets. There must be peace in Cameroon. The English and the French side, if they want to have independence, they should have independence freely, with peace. With the African Naval Sea International Criminal Court. There must be peace in Egypt. The president of Egypt is Morsi, not Abdel Fattah Sisi. There must be peace in Congo. Because the African Naval Sea is going to ask the president of Congo, the president of Cameroon, Egypt president. There must be peace now. We are killing our people in a political process that's supposed to be free and fair. You have the French side of Belgium. You have the Dutch side. You have the French and English side of Canada. Then what are we doing in Africa? If they want to separate themselves from the nation, we need to do it effectively and democratically, not with violence. In a hopeless violence that will not give us anything. Now we're going to get violent. We're not going to build our nation again or give our people food to eat. So we owe our people the obligation to give them life. All right. Alles gut? Yeah, so let me go on a break now. We'll come back on the second stanza of this movie, Prince Mike Johnson as the Emperor of Africa. Peace and joy, peace and love.